Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. How have you all been doing? I really hope you guys had a wonderful day. It is once again me, Corvin, your host, and welcome back with more Warhammer 40k. If you're waiting for Dragon's Dogma, we will do it tomorrow. I had a couple of hints as not to lose content, and tomorrow we will continue with that. But now, let's go back to Dargonus and see what's going on with Abelard's family, the Viserians. Yeah, Viserians, I remember.
Always keep your
In
eye.
truth, Mistress Haydari, I find it hard to believe that a ne'er-do-well such as yourself could be successful in any field, even smuggling.
In truth, Master Viserion, I find it hard to believe that anyone would put out for such a bore as yourself. But you've somehow managed to sire a whole gaggle of offspring.
Come on, don't be such an asshole to poor old Aberlard. He may not be
Let us
constantly in
not
my
dawdle.
team, but I really like Abelard. Hmm. Let me through. I have an appointment with Chancellor Clemencia Viserion. My apologies, my lord, but you cannot go any further. Governor Dribestam's orders. This is ridiculous. I shall complain. Move over. Let her ladyship, the rogue trader, through. I humbly beg your pardon, your ladyship. Yeah. Your ladyship, please, this way. Your ladyship, it is an honor. Okay. I regret that such an unfortunate circumstances have occasioned the rogue traders a visit to the capital. Your ladyship, you are here. Please, you must hear us out. The rogue trader is undoubtedly here to listen to the testimony of each and every one of us and and punish the traitors. We have known each other for many decades, and we have had our fair share of disagreements. But do you really think my flesh and blood will trample upon the very definition of honor and loyalty? We have evidence implicating them, Abelard. I am sure that her ladyship will arrive at a fair ruling. Okay, tell me, what are the charges against House Viserion? Disruption of logical lines, bribery of Adeptus Administratum officials, document forgery, and organization of heretical insurrections. On top of the evidently devastating economic impact this has had on your protectorate, these criminal acts have impeded the delivery of the imperial thesis, which in turn has drawn the administratum's attention. An esteemed member of the Adeptus Arbites is expected to arrive on Dargonus shortly, and before they do, we are obligated to identify and punish those responsible. What happened on Dargonus during my absence? When we caught wind of the rumors of your disappearance, we patiently awaited news of your return. But then Dargonus was struck by a series of terrible events. The first was the sabotage of logistics that hampered the shipments. Then mass unrest spread across the entire planet, and the minor noble houses began squabbling amongst themselves, trying to pin the blame on the rivals. We took great pains to calm them down and managed to quash out the revolt, though not without some outside help, unfortunately. These events have also been overshadowed by I'm ashamed to even say it aloud in front of you, your ladyship, the rumors circulating among the higher houses. Some were calling for Theodora's true heir to be installed as head of your house, Conrad Voigtvier. Not all of your subjects have forgotten his past efforts for the benefit of the Trade Protectorate. When the investigation was launched, the evidence led us to the Viserians. Hmm. First, let's ask this. Your Lordship, I humbly beg your pardon. I see, right before your arrival, you see, right before your arrival, the palace guard discovered a plot to assassinate you. Fortunately, the malefactors were disposed of because they could, before they could cause harm to, before they could cause you any harm. Well, mhm. Of course, I have evidence, Your Ladyship. The investigation has established that members of the Viserion family, which is responsible for both Dargunus's fleet and its logistics, used their contacts and influence to forge a host of documents in order to undermine the planet's supply routes and economy, thus fomenting unrest among the inhabitants. Allow me to introduce you my son, Cornelius. Uh, Cornelius holds a prestigious position at the Administratum Palace, and it is thanks to him that we have managed to identify and trace the entire chain of forged documents. The investigation led us to the perpetrators who admitted to acting on the orders of members of House Viserion. It was they who were intent on spreading the idea of restoring the title of Rogue Trader to the true heir. This young man is shrouded in a mist of gray and blue, sickly colors of fear fluttering around him. Oh, okay. I remind you that House Viserion has hardly covered itself in glory in the past. It allowed the Sinews to attack the planet. Hmm. I wish to hear your account. Your Ladyship, House Viserion denies all charges laid against it. These last few months have indeed uh, these last few months have indeed been trying for Darganus, but we have done our best to remedy the situation. My family's every effort was focused on on stabilizing the capital's logistics and economy, so much so that we failed to notice the web of intrigue unfolding behind our backs. Yeah, let's do the sixth one. I want to hear more, learn more. As you wish, your ladyship. Speak to me when you are ready to announce your verdict. A stiff bow, huh? Thank you for your willingness to help, Lord Captain. I am certain that all the charges are false, and I would be grateful for your help in exposing them as such. I think you should speak to everyone present, the noble lords and ladies. Well, okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Cornelius, okay, and that's his father. Let's try Cornelius. Uh-huh. Okay, and yeah, they are all river stems. Your leadership. Thank you for giving this case your undivided attention. Yes. It looks like another piece of evidence incriminating House Viserion. Perhaps they truly did intend to kill you, or at least cause a stir to help them escape custody during the confusion that followed. Hmm. High-functioning servitors? Such servitors are indeed rare, and the Gabrax do have them in their service, but this could have been done intentionally with an eye to confusing you. Anyone with the desire and the sufficient funds can hire them. Hmm. Thank you for your interest, your leadership, but I am not worthy of it. Nervous much, aren't you? Son, show due respect. Forgive him, your leadership. This is the first time he has had the honor of attracting the attention of the rogue trader. Yeah, tell me, what do you do? I manage the documents and records related to the economy of Dargonis. You probably know how scrupulous the workers of the Adaptus Administratums are. I am afraid that a more detailed explanation of my duties would pro- mirror the administrative processes of the Administratum, too long and overly detailed. How did you manage to find the forged documents in the bureaucratic hell that is the Administratum? When compiling reports on last cycle's supply chain, I noticed inaccuracies and discrepancies in the figures, which, with the help of the other clerks, I managed to find several other documents. The comprehensive data analysis has shown that the discrepancies were caused by intentional tampering with the data, thus leading to some logical problems that were practically unsolvable. Father and I have managed to to single out the administrative clerks responsible for tampering with the data. Following heated interrogation, they confessed that they were following the orders of someone from House Viserion. Everything was supposed to look as though they were the ones suffering losses from the logistical and economic problems. But does House Viserion have access to the Adeptus Administratum? There is no conceivable way they could do all of this in a place where they do not hold any power. I, I think the right amount of money can open any door. What's the true reason for your nervousness? This is the first time I have spoken face to face with the road trader. I am afraid of saying something wrong, forgetting something important. Do you wish to tell Lord Captain anything else? Hmm. I mean, I place my hand on my weapon. Forgive me, Your Ladyship. I can do I can do it anymore. This lie has gone too far. I can no longer control it. The truth is that all of the logistical problems were caused by a single error in the numbers. My mistake. What? When I discovered my mistake, it was almost impossible to restore the supply lines. Then I was approached by someone who said that they were a friend. They did not give me their name, and I never saw their face. They promised to fix the problem. All I had to do was pretend that the Bazarians were responsible for the mistake. And as for the rest of the evidence, they promised to arrange it all. And what have you done? How could you? Your ladyship, this is this is my fault. I trusted my son, and I failed you in doing so. I beg you have mercy. And you called my family's honor into question, Orban. Nevertheless, I harbor no desire to kick a man when he is down. Lord Captain, the confession you have obtained means that House Viserion can now be cleared of all charges. But we still do not know who was behind the forgeries, the riots, the plot, and the assassination attempt. Someone is committing their foul deeds and sowing chaos right under your subjects' noses. To leave that stone unturned would be dangerous. How did the two of you communicate? By letter. I received the letter out of the blue one day. It was unsigned, but the person writing already knew about my erroneous calculations. They offered to help me cover up my misdeed, and in return, I would name the Viserians as the ones who had sabotaged the supply lines. All I had to do was gather together some documents and reports that were listed in one of the letters. That and keep my mouth shut. Yeah, Arben, your son has found the courage to admit his mistake. I will try to find someone compassion. Sorry, I will try to find some compassion for him in my heart. Thank you, your ladyship. As for your position, I think you will be assigned to a role requiring less responsibility. No, this one makes no sense, I guess. Okay, I shall return to you later. Okay, and I mean, discovering that it wasn't Cornelia's fault or any Viserian's fault, it wasn't that hard now. Let's see if we can discover something more. Servants.
Keep your wits about you.
What about this side? Okay, there are the Gaprax. Here we have servitors and the Adeptus. Okay, here we have Toriana and Vincent. Okay. Greetings, your ladyship. May the Omnissiah grant you understanding. Abelard, it must be difficult for you to be here under these circumstances, with your house standing accused of such a grave crime. My family, Lady Toriana, is yet to be found guilty of anything. That verdict is for the rogue trader to reach. Yeah, do you think they're true? I would not take such a responsibility upon myself and rule under guilt, your ladyship. I do think the Governor Drevistam's accusations are worthy of consideration, however. Uh, in your opinion, which nobles might have a reason to be party to such a conspiracy? Pardon my bluntness, your ladyship, but I will answer truthfully. It could be anyone. Greed, fear, and ideals have, can drive even the most loyal subjects to do the unthinkable. Yeah. Okay, maybe they aren't the culprits. Your ladyship, thank you for informing us of this. You are absolutely right. My house has indeed been endowed with high functioning servitors, a blessing from those who revere the Omnissiah. But today, none of our house members were accompanied by them. Yeah, officially, high functioning servitors are employed by my house and my house alone. If such units were to attack the rogue trader, suspicion would instantly fall upon the Geprax. I assume that this is what the Viserion intended to happen, but they did not expect that the servitors would have this letter on them. Yeah, Vincent, I wish to speak to you. Ready to serve your ladyship. How may I help you? Yeah, I do not think I can doubt the validity of the accusations, but I am also not sure that House Viserion had any reason to betray you, your ladyship. I do not know of any instance where their loyalty to you and the Emperor was anything less than unwavering. I know you care for Astartia Viserion. Are you prepared to watch her die? There is something you ought to know, your ladyship. Today I noticed one of my family members to be in an odd, uncharacteristic mood. Helen Gaprak is my paternal second cousin, once removed. May the Emperor save his soul. Usually reserved and self-possessed, today he was frantic and anxious, fidgeting with a small piece of paper and seemingly looking for someone to no avail. When I last saw him, he was headed to the entrance where the altars are. Perhaps you should talk to him. Hmm. Okay, that will do. I shall take my leave. Can I speak to the tech priest? No.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Well, let's go with the summer max where we have Hetka, Macarius, and Regina. Your ladyship. No, with a bitter and judgmental look. Your ladyship. Hmm. Your ladyship, I am delighted that you have chosen to grace us with your attention. Do you really believe the Viserians are guilty? Certainly. Governor Drivistan possesses proof of their guilt, and they have no means by which to refute it. Even if I were to entertain the idea that the Viserians are being framed, how much longer would their house have lasted anyway? If it is so ill prepared for treachery, my advice to House Viserion would be not to appeal to the rogue trader for help, but instead to simply stop, accept their fate, and not make matters worse for themselves. I cannot remember Claire von Valencia's seeking your advice on what House Viserion should do in this situation. Pay attention, Macarius. Focus on the rogue trader's questions. Who, apart from the Viserion, could have a motive to conspire against me? House Drivestem, wishing to expand their clout. House Geprak, who lost their influence after the Kiavagama incident. House Sauerbeck, whose patriarch is too direct in his communication with the rogue trader. Anyone could have a reason to conspire against you, and equally they could have none. It is not a question of motive, but loyalty. Each of your subjects has sworn an oath of loyalty to you. So whose sincerity do you doubt? Let's do it. Why, how kind of you to say, your ladyship. Really, your ladyship, I am glad to hear this from the rogue trader, especially today. Regina, step away from her ladyship. Oh, throne preserve you, Macarius. Stop being so jealous and making a scene over nothing. Just because a crude blockhead like you lacks the refinement and courtesy of Claremont Valanches. His, his, pipe, his bile poisons the air around him whenever he goes. Once he gets something into his head, uh, he heads off to remove the heads of others just to prove that he is in the right. I love angering him. The assailants sent to the palace were rare, high-functioning servitors. Do you think the Caprax could be behind the attacks? The attack? Ha! I have always thought Toriana too weak to participate in such risky ventures, but it seems I was wrong about her. They don't have much to say, do they? Still, I really love angering Macarius. I wonder if you can actually do
Always
anything
keep your
with
eye on the prize.
Regina, but I don't know. No one by the throne. Okay, here we have the Viserians, all looking like naval officers. Your ladyship, accept my most humble apologies for failing to greet you properly, and my thanks for agreeing to speak to me before making your final decision. The charges brought by the governor are severe, but I can only assure you of this and swear on my own honor we are not guilty of the crimes that House Viserion is being accused of. Clementia, you were acting head you were acting head of this family. You were supposed to you were supposed to take care of each and every family member. And now you are being accused of treason and collusion against the rogue trader, and the entire family is facing death. How could you let this happen? Are you truly guilty? Be honest, I will not tolerate lies. Clementia, if you know that a member of your family is guilty of the crimes you are being accused of, Abelard, it is your family too, you know. My apologies. I should not lose my composure. I know, she really got angry at that. Abelard, it is your family too, you know. My apologies. I should not lose my composure. No member of House Viserion is involved in conspiracy against her ladyship. Honor and loyalty are not something we take lightly, and we know whom we serve. The governor claims you forged documents in the administratum. The fleet is the primary remit of House Viserion. It is our responsibility. Logistics and supply routes are another area of our responsibility. We have no direct influence on the inner workings of the Adeptus Administratum. The first large-scale deliveries were cancelled after quantities of food were miscalculated by clerks of the Administratum. Then we were faced with incorrect weather data and a meager fuel budget. It was clear that the first sorry it was clear that the cause of all these problems was the calculation performed by in the administratum. Uh, sorry, guys. Sorry, I can't talk sometimes. Uh, in one way or another, but no matter how many times we asked, we could not ever obtain any clarification on the matter. I found this letter on one of the bodies of the heretics who planned the attack. What can you tell me about it? Your ladyship, let us be frank. It would be foolish of me to try and orchestrate something like this. Knowing how many wardens are patrolling your palace, it would not have I would not have let myself or anyone in the family get involved in such scheme. The attackers were high-functioning servitors, ones that looked closer to ordinary humans. Do you know anything about them? Servitors? Is that so? I have encountered servitors that were indistinguishable from normal augmented humans, but only once. They were accompanying several members of House Caprak. Uh, if you're not guilty, who is? Who stands to gain from framing you? Anyone, really. The other houses consider us unworthy of our position, and many would jump at the chance to get rid of us and gain control over what once was our domain. The planet's fleet and the logistics, at the very least. Lady Theodora chose to grant noble status to House Viserion, but the other houses, which have served the expanse for millennia, did not welcome the decision. It has led to some difficulties. Yeah, I'm afraid I cannot be of much help. Talk to the representatives of other houses, eavesdrop on their retinue, and perhaps you will hear something unusual. I must take my leave. What if I speak to Astartes instead? Game? Okay. Okay. Nothing.
Is there money to be made?
Anyone here? Just random aristocrats, okay. There is someone else we need to talk to, and it's the. There we are, Galen
Let
Geprak.
us not dawdle.
Now, what are you doing here? You seem a bit out of place here, you know? Oh, fuck. The colors of House Geprak. I do not believe he decided to take his own life in such an extravagant way. As far as I know, there is a warden post here, but I do not see any wardens. There is no one to ask about what happened here or with whom this man spoke before he died. I would like to ask Urban where the palace guard suddenly disappeared to. Uh, oh, let's go. Okay. A teeny puncture in his blue skin. Okay. Likely a wound caused by by a thin needle. Okay, okay. Ah, failed. Okay. Search the pockets. Short note. Make sure that the drug trader is attacked by someone loyal. It should appear as if it was all staged to let the Vizirian family escape. This is the last assignment. Soon your debt will be paid off in full. Okay, look around.
I always keep my options open.
Hmm. No, speaking to random wardens does nothing. Anyone
I
in my
always have a
rooms?
backup plan.
Because, it sometimes happens that someone decides to sneak in. Not this time, I guess. Mm, uh, okay.
Rise to the top or get left in the
I
dust.
have the feeling that not finding sorry, not passing that check may have fucked us up. Okay, okay, yes, again. I discovered a dead body, a member of your house, right here in my palace. He died kneeling in prayer. Helen, it can't be. Helen, was it? Tell me about him, Toriana. Helen is one of the lower ranking members of a House Geprak. Despite his advanced age, he never held a high office, but he was forever striving to better his position, even beyond his abilities. Many members of my house struggled to cope with the misfortune that befell Kiavagama and our family. Some members could not reconcile themselves with our new position. Helen was one of them. What could have happened to him? Hmm. Toriana, the time to keep silent is long gone. The future of House Von Balanche's, sorry, the future of the Von Balanche's trade dynasty and your house are both at stake now. We lost Kiavagama, a truly devastating blow to every member of House Gaprak. I lost all hope for the future, and my kin lost their sense of purpose. We needed time to recover and chart a new course for ourselves. We were, and still are, more than capable of doing that. But I will not deny it. The other houses have offered us their assistance for their own self-serving ends. Perhaps Holland decided to take them up on their offers behind my back. Lord Captain, the Caprax, all or perhaps only some of them are definitely involved. But I suspect that they were not behind the plot against you. Helen Caprak could be nothing more than a puppet in the hands of a deft puppet master. We must expose whoever that is, if we are to prevent the pestilence of heresy from spreading any further. What do you suggest we do? Interrogate the heads of the Drivistam and Sarmak houses. One of them has been pulling the strings here. Once we uncover new evidence, announce that the guilty party will be publicly executed. Before you pronounce the verdict, I suggest focusing on each house in your indictment speech, and I shall observe them. Okay. I have known those people far longer than you have. I know all their gesture, habits, and behavioral quirks. I am sure that I will be able to determine which of them was responsible for the riots based on their behavior. Okay, so one more round talking to the others, and then we start the
Is
trial.
there money to be made?
I discovered a dead body in my palace. A man of House Gaprak was killed while praying to the Emperor. He had this note on him. Do you know anything about it? No, I know nothing about this note. Awesome. No. I'll try talking to Convention. Maybe she could know something. I don't know. I discovered the dead body of Halin Gaprak here in this palace. He had this note on him. Do you know anything about it? Hmm. I'm not sure if this is relevant, but perhaps you should know. Since the fall of Kiavagama, House Gaprak has been faring poorly, to say the least. They have been looking for ways to enhance their influence and improve their lot, including asking for help from other noble houses. They have not approached us, of course. It is shameful to seek help from those you consider your inferiors, you understand. But perhaps the Drivistams or the Sarmaks can tell you more about this matter. Hmm. The
Keep your wits
Sarmaks
about you.
have absolutely told us nothing. We can see about the Drivistam, though. I found a dead body in my palace. A member of House Gaprak. It was laying. Yeah, sorry. A member of House Gaprak was slain in front of me. Oh my god, in front of an altar. Do you know anything about it? A member of House Gaprak was killed in the palace, and no one noticed. But how? There are wardens posted at every altar. There was no one near the deceased. The wardens had left their posts. Do you order for them to do so? Emperor forbid, your ladyship. Your negligence is stunning, Urban. An assassination attempt followed by a mysterious death, and yet here you are, oblivious to everything. The rogue trader can justly accuse you of of allowing a noble to be killed in the palace and of failing even to notice it. It may be so, but it is for the rogue trader to accuse me of negligence, not you. Your ladyship, accept my deepest apologies for my imprudence. Nothing matters more to me than my honor. I shall send a servant to deal with all this immediately. Do you happen to see Macarius Sarbak today before I arrived? Macarius? I did not see him myself, but perhaps have any of you seen him today? I think my sister and I saw him sitting on the bench some distance away from the palace entrance. We think he was accompanied by a gentleman, but forgive us, your ladyship, we could not make out his face. Lead me to that place. Of course, consider it done.
Let us not dawdle.
Uh, I have to go there like that? Or it was, okay,
This could be an opportunity.
okay.
I always get the job done.
I recognize this bouquet. How Sarmak usually serves the swine. Hmm.
I always keep my options open.
Anything to tell me? No. What about you? No? I was forgetting to try Clementia again. No?
I always have a backup
I
plan.
think we are nearing the point where we just have to start the trial. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I hope. I'm saving here and seeing how things unfold. Because I think we'll be getting in a very long dialogue now. Summon everyone. I am ready to pronounce my verdict. And that's so, dear ladyship. Allow me to prepare everything. The charges brought by Governor Dribestam were fabricated. Hans Vazarian had nothing to do with the orchestration of the riots or the plot targeting the rogue trader. However, the real perpetrators are here in this very room. Okay. Urban Drivestam, you have exhibited inexcusable negligence by failing to question the possible involvement of any other families besides the Viserians. We have discovered that the attempt on my life was orchestrated by a member of House Gaprak. Mm, you seem are wearing. Okay. Okay. Urban Drivestam, you have accused Zwazarian of violations that were. No, wait. Let's go back to that later. Let's go to the Gapraks now. Toriana Gaprak, a member of your family, orchestrated an assassination attempt against me here in my own palace, and though he has already been found dead, his act is reason enough to forever brand your house as traitors. Hold on, I need to hydrate myself. I'm reading a lot. Oh, fuck. Okay. I know that House Sarbeck offered their help to the Caprax, and the late Helen Gaprak seemed to have accepted their offer. I suspect that you are responsible for his death as well. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's also true. I mean, I'm doing this just for the experience. Okay. In the conspiracy acting against the rogue trader, I find no. No, Host Harbeck is guilty. Seneschal, you may take it from here. Ugh, how many FPS? Macarius, I must admit, I have always admired your bluntness, but just as I once had to say goodbye to a promotion because of my dislike for intrigue, you and your family might soon say goodbye to your heads. Tell me now, is in your blunt fashion, sorry, tell me now in your blunt fashion, are you loyal to House Von Valanches? I am loyal, Viserion. You are not lying, but someone else is. Someone who is poised to destroy both you and your family for her own gain. Ooh, it's Regina. Oh, okay. Regina, you? Mother. Macarius, your bluntness makes you an open book. When I talked about helping the Gaprax, you had no idea what I was referring to. Your wife, on the other hand, her eyes started shifting like you would not believe. Regina Sarback, you're, you alone betrayed the rogue trader, jeopardizing the property of the Von Valanches trade dynasty, and you alone are responsible for your unmaking, unmasking. Sorry. Mm, yeah, let's ask in order. Because the Argonus is serving an impostor. The true heir of the Protectorate bears a different name. When Conrad appeared on the Argonus, he paid me a visit and opened my eyes to the truth of the situation. Theodora was killed by the one whom she had so unwarily taken under her wing. Macarius is too narrow-minded even to even consider opposing the rogue trader, even an illegitimate one. So I had to wait for the right moment, and the disappearance of the Lord Captain could not have come at a better time. It was quite simple to trigger a chain of events on the Argonus that the people remembered Master Voitvir's past service. It seems that many of your subjects do not actually consider you a worthy successor. Why the Viserians? Because when stripped of the Seneschal's protection, this house is the weakest one of all Dargonus. And they are also particularly disliked by the governor's family. I would have been easily, it would have been easy to bury the Viserians under accusations of heresy. Who aided you? There is no way you managed to do this on your own. Of course I didn't. I have too many helpers to list them all. But rest assured, there are plenty of them. just as there are plenty of people who follow Master Voidfear. My death will not change anything. The rogue trader will come and take his rightful place when the time is right. Why did you kill Helen Geprock? Helen was a good agent, but he was also a coward. He came to me just before our formidable rogue trader arrived. He was ready to confess everything. I suggested that he plead for the Emperor's forgiveness first, and he did grant him mercy. Did he not? No. Hmm. Abelard, the sentence has yet to be carried out. Finish this. Does the rogue trader condemn only the rotten apple or the entire barrel? Yeah, let's go with the second one. In that case, Regina Sarbeck shall be subjected to intense interrogation by execution, followed by execution. I'm sorry. Uh, okay, okay. I guess I hope we solve this the right way. By order of the rogue trader, Regina Sarbeck is sentenced to death for heresy and crimes against the von Valensch's trade dynasty. Is that Pascal killing her? Hmm. Lord Captain, you have my thanks. A rogue trader should not waste time on the matters that her servants and trustees can resolve. But in this case, your intervention was necessary, not just for the sake of my family, but for your trade dynasty as well. Regina Sarbeck, evidently, Conrad's accomplice, evidently, Conrad's accomplices continue to plot against your protectorate. I fear we have not heard the last of such scoundrels. Okay. Thanks to you, Lord Captain, House Viserion is saved, although it came close to being wiped out of a result of scheming without of scheming without an impudence within. Sometimes I think about how much I could teach them. I could ensure that they survive in the future without me. What are you going to do now? I need time to reflect upon what happened and the role that I played in it. I think I will be ready to resume this conversation later, when we are back on board the ship. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, I guess the others don't have anything to say. Your leadership. I hope your stay on Dargonus will be beneficial to your physical. Well, it's Okay. Nothing new, really. Yeah, these are just my companions, that's all. Man, I wish there was a go back to the void ship button here. But yeah, I shouldn't complain too much. I know this game is made with a tiny group. I mean, by a tiny group, not with a tiny group. English. Okay, return to the ship. Back to the bridge and talk to Abelard. Come on. I'm loving this game. It's a love and hate relationship. Okay. Uh, I still think Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous was more entertaining because you had I don't know. I think you had more to do, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. Oh yeah,
Lord Captain, allow me to express my gratitude once again for your assistance. If it weren't for your intervention,
you're
my
welcome.
entire family could have been executed on false charges. I could have lost them all. I never imagined the Viserians would be so vulnerable, while I serve as seneschal to the Lord Captain herself, far from home.
Hmm.
To tell you the truth, Lord Captain, this whole situation has got me thinking. As patriarch of the Viserian family, I have a responsibility to my bloodline. Yes, it is my duty to serve as seneschal to the rogue trader, and I have no intention of relinquishing that role if you find my service as satisfactory as did Lady Theodora.
Yes, sure.
However, if I could be more involved in my family's affairs and still serve the von Valancius dynasty.
Mm-hmm. I understand your desire. Traditions and old ways must change. I will allow you to return to the Argonis after the immediate crisis on the expense in the expenses past.
Thank you, Lord Captain. Under my watch, the Trade Protectorate will remain safe and prosper in service to you.
Good.
Well then, Lord Captain, it is time I return to my duties. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I'm
Lord
good.
Captain.
Okay, that was really good. We solved this. Well, I believe. Now we got the wrong person. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's not about the thinking, so I know we got the right one. She confessed. The only doubt I have is that I may have executed the whole family. I don't know. I just think it's not in line with our character. Okay, footfall. Okay, that's the one. Uh, Gartrafal's calamity. Okay, a fringe system. That's the one. Well, I hope I can get there from here. Why? Why is it so difficult to get there? Oh, okay, hold on. Was it Y? Yes, it's Y. Oh, okay. Let's see. This does not block anything, so let's continue. Hmm. Reduces the security, but that's a lot of RP with the Cosmolica. Okay, okay. And doesn't block anything again. Yeah, they don't. Wait. They just don't block anything in general. So, probably it's just. Whatever. Oh, Lord Captain, there's been a tragedy on Dargonis. Governor Drivestam has been dedicating most of his time to restoring the astropathic choir lost to the warp storms. But the psychers he assembled were struck by an unknown assault. They heard something, and it has cast them into madness. The astropods have lost sleep, clawed at their skin to the flesh, muttered gibberish, and now they have gone completely berserk. They had to be eliminated, and now only a few of the more resilient astropods are upholding the connection to the Argonus. But how long will they last? Hmm. I have received complaints that Governor Drivestam has devastated the minor astropathic choirs of the Protectorate. He scaled them down by almost half through, through blatant abuse of his authority. Uh, to take more people from these choirs would mean depriving ourselves of the connections with the other worlds. We could try to hire some sanctioned psychers from other domains, but they will few. Uh, they will few as the road to the Imperium is parallel. Okay, we can try getting by with resources that are already available to us and seek out the unsanctioned astropods who train those active citizens of the Protectorate displaying a promise. A most regrettable violation of his laws caused by our grave situations. What's the cause of this affliction? Who knows? The schemes of heretics from the cult of the Final Dawn, the treacherous magic of the Xenos. Perhaps it was a planned diversion, or maybe it was a random echo of the Materium. What do my advisors say about this? Where can we obtain a new choir? The Astropods are among the most finely trained specialists of the Imperium, who beheld the light of the Emperor himself and gained a special bond with our master. I strongly advise that the Rogue Trader to recruit. Sorry, I strongly advise the Rogue Trader to recruit only sanctioned psychers who are capable of keeping their talents in check. If there are not enough, the Inquisition will assist you in locating and acquiring more. Your Ladyship, Lady Theodora not only had enemies in the Expanse, but friends as well, those whom she helped out and rescued and saved. I think these people can offer a helping hand. Among them are several powerful planetary rulers who possess both astropaths and a deep respect for your family name. There are a lot of suckers on my home planet, Lyra. Lord Captain, do you know why? There are a lot. Sorry, we are not despised, persecuted, or enslaved on black ships. There we are sheltered from raids, educated and respected. Of course, it is all done in secrecy from outsiders. but I can suggest which ruler to contact. Perhaps the Van Valash's family name will be enough to make a deal and obtain a more educated group of astropaths rather than some criminal rabble. Okay, let me just light a little bit here. Let some light in. Okay. Okay. Minus security. No, I'm going with Henrik's. You will get your astropaths. The Van Valentius dynasty is too important for us to just turn a blind eye to it in its time of need. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ah, okay. +4 profit factor and the times 6 people. Sign me up. We have a sixth. Okay, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very good. Okay, that was a good one. Uh, now, here. 2, I guess. I hate keeping it to 6 is very low though. Let's try charting new routes. Yeah, I figured. Lord Captain, we have arrived in Python 6 system. Our translation from the warp was a little rough. A net loss of about 500 souls on the middle and service decks. And God Emperor only knows how many wounded, but that's only the half of it. The brain boxes on the augurs are sending me reports that aren't doing my mood any favor. Real space here has got more holes than a sieve, and all out of sorry, and all of our sensors are playing up. It's got to be sorcery, Lord Captain. If I was you, Lord Captain, I'd do what I can, what I came here to do. Right and sharpish and clear out when we can still can. I've seen the likes of this before in the same region. Maybe your sorcerers will be able to explain it better, but here's what I know. Shit like this never ends well. Okay. Hostile signatures. What the fuck is this star? Wait, actually, remind me, what are we here for? Okay, we don't have anything precise. Oh well, we have a lot of extractions. Oh, the surface of the stars, sorry, of the star shimmers with a myriad of hues. The dance of colors fascinates any who dare glance at it. The playful colored pattern appear on the vessel's augers in a wide variety of spectra, from infrared to ultraviolet. Every Weizmann knows that such emissions are dangerous to organic matter, and Master Helmsman Raver asked the crew to resist the desire to admire the star. Not everyone manages to follow his advice, and some crew members suffer from nausea and headaches. Yes, it's probably for the best. Okay. I think we can end the stream with a space battle. It's been ages since we have done one, so let's go. I'm gonna bet it's heretics. Game? That's not heretics. That's Drukari. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a big ship. Okay. 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 Let's see. First, this. On the side, huh? Doesn't get there. Uh, I believe right now a frontal assault is the only thing I can do. So let's do this. Miss. Damn it. No, you're joking. Fuck. Nothing else I can do, I guess. Okay. Well done, guys. That was actually more damage than I expected. Especially from you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Should be able to use the skill to make it move again and yeah, exactly. I hope they liked my present. Uh, okay, it's just the next shot. No, not now. Uh, God damn it. Okay, that's better. Huh? What the hell? Uh, okay. I was almost hoping for that line to remain as a bug because it would have been very much funny. Okay. I think the fight is basically over now. We have the smaller ships, which are gonna. I'm gonna skip the turns because they're gonna be very, very slow to die. hmm Yeah, look at how much movement they have. Come on. I was hoping for more. Come on, move it. Ah, that's not in the range. And I can't use that ability. Hmm. Ah, no. Okay, that's better. Good, 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 good. And our ship even leveled up. Hmm. Let's go with that. No, but I like focused effort. Why are the posts empty? It seemed weird that no one was talking. God damn it. Uh, I mean, they are the same, but at least here I'm using Abelard. Oh, I guess we're going with the internet. Okay. It's weird. I don't know why it was unequipped. Anyways, guys, I think this is it for today's stream. I'll see you. Oh, actually, yeah, not today. Not. I mean, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I will not be able to stream. So I will see you in 2 days, and we will play Dragon's Dogma. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good one.